Please welcome Ellen DeGeneres.
Today's show is a little bit more serious. The topic is ecstasy. We'll be having some famous celebrities and a professor come on our show to tell us about ecstasy.
Fergie was so upset with the music her ex-group was making that she turned to drugs. The Black Eyed Peas singer was so troubled during her time that she used drugs to escape her problems and got addicted. Please welcome Fergie. Tell me your story.
I really internalized it and found my outlet in the underground club scene and the raves. I had a blast, but those things can only last for so long. I was actually lucky that I hit it as hard as I did because it took me to a place where I knew I never wanted to go back again. It started with ecstasy. I loved ecstasy. I loved it. It was great at first, but then it just went.
What did you call ecstasy?
I called it my happy pill.
Did you experience any problems with your happy pill?
Yes, actually, I had multiple series of depression, anxiety, and even some memory loss.
It was a pleasure having you. I hope you get better. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Do you guys like M&Ms? Well, here's our next guest, Eminem.
Hey, what's up?
Hey. So Eminem, is there anything you do to prepare before a show?
Actually, yes. I swallow half a capsule of a Skittle before each concert.
What does that mean?
Skittles is slang for ecstasy.
Wow, that's some big preparation.
Yeah.
Does that make you less nervous?
Yeah, but it also makes me feel confused, dehydrated, makes me have very bad anxiety.
Well, that's not good. Well, it was nice to see you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
After the commercial break, I'll see you with our next guest, Professor Dugan Steinbridge. Now, before our last celebrity, we will be having a famous professor that studies ecstasy at UCLA. Please welcome Professor Dugan Steinbridge.
Hi.
So how did this hallucinogen come about?
It was first filed by a German pharmaceutical company, Merck. However, it wasn't ingested by humans for another 50 years. During the 1970s, in the U.S., pharmacologist Dr. Alexander Shulgin discovered it and prescribed it as a therapeutic product to help patients with their problems.
Wow, no one actually used it for 50 years after it was discovered.
The scientific name for ecstasy is MDMA. In the 1980s, the use of ecstasy increased. By the 1990s, ecstasy was used heavily in nightclubs and electronic music scenes.
How many people in the U.S. use ecstasy?
In the U.S., 14 million people have tried ecstasy, but only 98 have died from the drug alone.
I thought the number of people that have died from ecstasy would be a lot higher.
Most people die from what they do while they are on ecstasy, like driving recklessly or jumping off a bridge.
What are some mental and social effects of MDMA?
When you're on ecstasy, it makes you feel isolated from friends and family and also makes you have a terrible memory.
Wow, what would happen if you were caught doing ecstasy?
In Michigan, delivery or manufacture of ecstasy is a very serious 20-year felony. If it's the first offense, a person will get probation and no jail. According to Michigan drug laws, second-time offenders convicted of possession and or selling the drug will be sentenced to life in prison.
Before you leave, can you tell me something interesting about ecstasy?
Sure. Did you know that ecstasy tablets are branded with small logos pressed into the surface of the pills? Common imprints include Batman, doves, smiley faces, hearts, and angels.
Wow, that's really interesting. Thanks for the information. It was great having you.
Thank you.
Here's our next guest, the craziest neighbor you could ever have, Zac Efron.
Hi, Ellen. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good, but I'm just not feeling like myself.
Tell me more.
Well, ever since I started in High School Musical, I always felt like nothing else was going on. So I started partying a little more, and next thing I knew, I was hooked on Scooby snacks.
Did it give you any problems?
Yeah, actually, for many months I had insomnia. It was so bad, and to help it, I took more and more.
I heard that you were in the hospital a few weeks ago. Did you really get in a fight?
About that, the Scooby snacks were taking over me, and I couldn't control my emotions. I went to a rehab center because of that.
Which one did you go to?
I went to the Forever Recovery Center in Battle Creek, Michigan.
Did it help?
Yeah, very much. And now, because of it, I'm off the drug and I feel a lot better.
That's good to hear. Well, it was nice seeing you. I hope I see you again soon.
Thank you, Ellen. Nice to see you.
Thank you everyone who joined us on the show today. Make sure to tune in tomorrow for a Thanksgiving special with Rachel Ray and Bobby Flay.